Just a minute. So hello everyone, and let's do this, okay? Hello everyone, a very, very warm welcome to each one of you in today's session. What we are here for today is 1st of January. We are meeting here for the first time on 1st of January. Many people have lost connection with health. Focus went away. Things happened. Life happened. Multiple things happened. And in between somewhere, our health took a backseat. So today's session is all about bringing our focus back to our health and identify smaller and meaningful steps through which we can achieve our health goals. Chalega, can we do that? Yes. So my community members, welcome to today's session on refocus and restart our health in 2025. Now, before I move forward, one concept I wanted to share with you. Did I share with you that, me being me, I have, I'm going through another certification program. Because whenever I see that my community members have a certain need, a certain place where they are struggling, what I do is I find out things where I can learn and apply it myself and then help my community members as well. So one of the programs that I have enrolled into is called Sleep Stress Recovery. Okay, and from there I'll tell you my story a little later, and it is something like what you will be going through over the next 1 month. And I have learned few things about breaking things down, managing your time, keeping appointment with yourself, a lot of different stuff which I'll be talking more about in detail when we kickstart the next initiative. Okay, so stay with me till the very end while we finish this segment, and then I'll take you to the next segment where we are going to launch a very new initiative for each one of you in our community. Chalega? I'm not able to see the comments now, please, because my chashma is not on. And if I have chashma on, no, I feel that there is something between me and you. Now, okay, take a deep look into this. When we talk about health, health has these 6 dimensions, okay? And the first dimension, let's start with the one that comes to us very naturally and easily. And the reason many of you probably joined us also is because of what? Physical. Health is physical in nature. The next one is physical, meaning you have strength, stamina, fitness, whatever. And you also feel vibrant. You have a lot of energy, youthfulness inside of you, right? So that is called the physical part of your health. The next part of your health is the emotional health. How do you feel throughout the day? How do you wake up in the morning? What is the primary emotion that you cultivate throughout your day? And are you good in regulating your emotions? Are you someone who has a lot of mood swings, anxiety? Is that coming in the way of your operation? Is that coming in the way of and it's hampering the relationships around you? That comes under emotional health. The third factor, and not just that, emotions are also, which many of you who have been with me for a long time, which many of you also understand, is that emotions create diseases. Negative emotions can create diseases in our body as well, because negative emotions releases negative chemicals in our body, which goes and attacks our increases inflammation in the body. When the inflammation in the body rises, that is when the diseases start coming into our body. So that is the emotional part of our health. The third part of our health is our environment. Look around yourself. Okay, is that structured? Is that organized? Is it something that is conducive to cultivate good health? Yeah. Look in your cupboard. What are the kind of food items that are there inside your cupboard? Look around the place from where you do exercise. Look around the place from where you attend your weekly group coaching, the Wednesday Energizer sessions. Look around the place and see, is that place conducive for that kind of what you want to attract in life? For example, if you want to attract money, do you have a balance sheet? Do you keep track of your finances? Do you keep track of your investments? If you want to attract health, do you have Are you surrounded with people who think healthy, do healthy actions, people who are going through, who are focused on their health? Are you surrounding yourself with food items that are healthier in nature? Do you go to shop in places where you find good food items? Do you have a clean and a neat, a designated exercise place in your house? It can be in your bedroom, it can be in your drawing room also. It doesn't matter. But is it a place which is designated for your exercise? For example, how many of you have you have put God in your small temples in your house? How many of you here? I just wanted to give an example. Yeah, many people have temples, right? And can you tell me what is the environment around that temple? Do you keep it clean? Do you keep it neat? When you go to the temple, do you take a bath and go to the temple? Is there a certain ritual that you follow? Yeah, the puja room. Is it, do you dust it every day? Do you clean it every day? Yeah. So any place of worship. Now think about your health. Think about when you join this session. Yeah. Now, one of the things that I also wanted to talk about is, are you on camera? That is your environment as well. Because camera gives out what? Positive energy. Whenever you have a dark screen that is coming over you, that means there is a negative energy. There is black, and it radiates black energy. Can you have good health and black energy together? No, right? So camera brings that energy. That is your environment. That is the environment you set. How much value or importance do you give to this session, the Energizing Wednesday sessions? Are you here ready to learn, do stuff, getting energized? आज जो सीखेंगे कल से डालेंगे, मजा करेंगे, enjoy करेंगे. Is that the mindset that you come there with? When you join the session, are you sitting in a distraction-free place? So now, why are you here? You want to attract health, right? Yes or no? We all want to attract health, but if the environment is not right, will I attract health? We won't. So environment makes a lot of difference. So look around yourself and see whether what you have surrounded yourself with, or how you are, is that ready to attract good health inside of you. When you feel good, you start attracting it also. When you look at yourself, hi mera ye mera wo, and you do not feel good about yourself, how will we attract good health? Yeah, making sense. So look around your environment. So environment is also one of the things that is part of deep health. The next one is mental. Do you have focus? Are you alert? Are you competent? Are you doing and learning newer things every day? Whenever you are in a 21-day challenge, we get very simple activities, right? Are you completing them with focus? Are you solving problems? If today I have to go out, and I know that, or say, for example, I'll give a small problem. Today I have to attend the Energizing Wednesday session. How will I make time for that? Can I prepare and give dinner to children a little earlier? Can I make them finish their work a little earlier? Can I set aside this? Can I do my work a little earlier so that I can set aside this distraction-free time for myself to focus on my health? These 1.5 hours, can I set that aside for myself? So that is called mental. How am I solving my problem? It is very easy to say, when we say, no, I'm taking 100% responsibility, it also means that I'm also taking responsibility in solving the problem. Problems will be there, right? Circumstances happen, yes or no? Everybody in life, we are going through some or the other challenge in life. Even today, if I ask each one of you, was it a very smooth day? How many of you will say it was a very smooth day? How many of you will say, Ruma, 1st January na aisa shuru hua? How many of you had a very smooth day versus how many of you had, it was not a very smooth day, like how you would have wanted 1st January to be? How many of you? How many of you had a smooth day or not so smooth? Not so smooth, right? Ruxana is saying not smooth. Radhika is also saying not smooth. Now, at this point in time, this is where our mental abilities come in play. And mental ability is, how do I solve this problem to still, have some bit of a focus on my life, my health, be there for the Energizing Wednesday session? How do I solve this problem? And when we are constantly solving this problem, our mind is energized. So our mind is looking for problems to solve. That is how our mind grows. If I am taking refuge in a problem, then it is not growing me. If I'm solving a problem, it is growing me. It is growing my mind as well. Okay. So problem solving is a great thing to keep our mind healthy. So whenever you see a problem, no, say, yay, I've got a new problem to solve. अगर हम बैठ गए ना, आ गया दूसरा प्रॉब्लम, गए काम से, man. Universe is giving us that problem so that we can develop our mental abilities. वो ऐसे ही नहीं दे रहा है. वो 2 दिन बाद प्रॉब्लम देना बंद करेगा, बोलेगा उसके पास वो प्रॉब्लम भेजो, वो बैठ ही जाती है, कुछ करती ही नहीं है. वो क्या करेगा, यूनिवर्स बोले किसी और को देते हैं, who is looking for more problems to solve because they want to energize their mind. Okay. Yeah. So that is the mental ability, our mental health. How many of you are practicing mental health every day, solving problems? Whenever there is a challenge, you're looking for a solution. How many of you? Say me in the comment box. If you say me in the comment box, my love goes out to you. And how many of you take refuge in the problem? बस आज तो नी में दर्द ना, आज कुछ नहीं करना, आज कमर में दर्द ना, आज कुछ नहीं करना. How many of you take refuge in your problems? If you take refuge in your problems, RP in the comment box, because we are going to change that. Yet up until yesterday, that was the case. But from today, we are going to solve the problem. We are going to become problem solver. और अगर problem नहीं मिलता है, ढूंढ के लाएंगे. How many of you go looking out for problems? Anybody here proactively go looking out for problems? वो भी बोला free आदमी. Yeah, yes, it is a great thing. अपना problem खत्म हो गया तो किसी और का जाके problem solve कर देते हैं. Yeah, awesome. I'm running out of charge. 1 second, I'll just connect my. Yeah. And one of the best ways to keep your mind sharp is by going through all the materials that are, learning, knowledge gathering is also a mental ability. Okay. Now, this is where I'll share my experience with you. I just said, right, this year again is the year of certification. So I just registered myself into a program, and yeah, and now it is when I joined, I saw it was a very, very intense program. Yeah. So it started from the basics, and it is huge course, huge curriculum. You have assignments every day. You have to submit assignment, you have to make notes, everything you have to do. So and then I started thinking, I already have so much to do. We have the Founders Month coming up. We have to redo all the courses. There is a new challenge that is coming up. How am I going to do all of this? And one thing that I understood was, if I can solve this problem, I can help my women solve this problem as well. If I can show them, if I can figure this out, that even when I'm busy, I can take up newer challenges, then this is something that I can help my community members also, right? When my community members are struggling to complete the program, complete the 4-week curriculum, which is only 10 hours, if they're struggling with that, if I can complete a curriculum which is for 365 days, and you have to put in a focused 3 hours effort, only then you'll be able to complete it in 365 days. नहीं तो नहीं होगा, एक साल में नहीं होता है. And if I can show them how to make time in your busy schedule to just finish 10 hours of work, then will that not be a great thing? So that is to challenge my mental abilities also. So that is why challenge is important. Okay. So my dear ladies, anybody who had a problem in the past in completing the program for whatever reason, today will be your opportunity to tell me why you could not complete it in the past, because I am here to solve that problem for you. Yeah, anybody who comes in contact with Navitai should take the maximum advantage and benefit out of Navitai's program. Chalega, today you will give me that feedback. What stopped you from being 100% consistent and committed? Because we are going to solve that problem this year. Okay. So that is called our mental ability. So every day look for a new problem. This was a new problem that I identified. I didn't have to go through the certification, but I know it will help my community members, and it will give me the mental challenge that I need in order to help my women also. The next one is existential. Do you feel fulfilled? Do you have a purpose in life? What are you living for? And this purpose has to be beyond your children, your family, your job, your profession. Is there a purpose? because of which you are living in this life. There has to be that, because this is a fundamental part of deep health. And what is sometimes what I call is aspiration. You must have heard that many times from me, right? When we do not have aspiration, no, when we do not have that purpose which will fulfill me, and fulfillment does not come from money. All of you agree? Fulfillment does not come from knowledge. Fulfillment does not come from praying. Fulfillment does not come from getting great health. Fulfillment comes when we are doing something meaningful, not just gaining and hoarding a lot of knowledge, but when we are doing something meaningful, which is impacting someone else, which is helping someone else. And this purpose, which gives me a meaning for my life, has to be beyond the identity that we have created for ourselves, with our family, with our children, with our job. Oftentimes, when we were in the corporate world, right, people would, one of my mentors, he asked me, who are you? So I said, I'm Ruma. No, who are you? So that went into a long discussion, and I was breaking my head. What is this man looking for? Yeah, he was my mentor, and he was giving me a piece of his mind that you are not where you were born. You are not who your parents are. You're not where you were born. You were not, and which year you were born. You are not your degrees. You're not your designation. Then who are you? If I take everything away from you, then tell me, who are you? Yeah. And that becomes our identity. If everything goes away from you, your bank balance goes away from you, your name, your certifications, your knowledge, your degrees, your job, the the designation, everything goes away from you. Whatever left is you, the world that you have created for others. Yeah. So we will have to think about that also. That is part of our deep health. And the last one is social. Who are the people we have in our life who makes us feel our life is worth it? Who do we connect with? Who we love, and people who love us? Do we have safe and secure relationships? Do we enjoy the relationships we are in? Do I feel being supported at times? Do I feel that somebody has my back? Kitni bhi galti ho jaye, koi to hai who has my back. Do you have 10 of those people? Yeah. So these are the 6 dimensions of life. And now what we are going to do is we are going to do a 10-minute exercise quickly. And let's take out our notebook. Okay. So I've given you the background. Let's take out our notebooks. And I want you to make a I'm going to share my screen. This is what I want you to draw on your paper. Okay, leave a line on top. Leave one line on top. And first draw this diagram, okay? I want... Okay. My diagram is a little bad, but what I want you to really... Like this. Can all of you draw something like this on your screen, on your paper? Leave a, leave, leave a line on top. I'll tell you what to do. Okay. And on top, I want you to write, on top, the heading is, I take 100% responsibility for my deep health in 2025. I take 100% responsibility for improving my deep health. Improving will be a word. Improving my deep health in 2025, which means we are going to work on each dimension of our health, not just the physical health, but mental, emotional, environmental, social, relationship, everything. And the next line. I will work with 100% commitment. I will work with 100% commitment to achieve my deep health in 2025. These are the two important lines I want you to write. And whatever paper that you are creating, no, this will, I'll tell you what we will do with this. First, in one sheet you make it, and then we will make it into a bigger sheet, and we will put it in all the prominent places in our house. Okay, done. All right. So the first, on the top left corner, I want you to put physical health. The first row, physical, and next one is emotional. Physical, emotional, then environmental, mental, existential, and social. Okay, I'll just share this once more with you. Yeah. Physical, emotional, environmental, mental, existential, and social. Now, this is very simple. I want you to write two things, just two things, not more than that, okay? Just two things that you will do to improve each of these areas. Just two things for each of these areas in 2025.
How good is your resume? Maybe it is not as good as
Yeah,
you are.
I will.
That's
Just
why
one
you're not
second.
getting as
I'm
many
trying to find a
opportunities.
nice music for you. Things in each of these areas in 2025 which you feel confident that you will be able to do it. You have to feel very confident that you will be able to do it. Because you know yourself, you know your abilities. Everything, right? So mental activities are where you bring focus, you use your mental abilities, problem solving. If there is a challenge that you want to crack or a problem that you want to solve, then that becomes your mental ability. Taking up a new program, taking up a new course, getting into the advanced level of something. You've already finished the beginner level, now going on to the advanced level. Giving yourself a challenge to use. Daily bringing in focus. For example, if you can take out 20 minutes every morning to read something new, or taking out, doing something different. Use your left hand to brush your teeth. So all of these are your mental abilities. Emotion is your feelings, your calmness, your composure. Those are your emotional feelings. So I'll just share this so that you are able to, yeah. The calmness, composure. How do you feel? Irritable, angry? Do you reflect upon your emotions every day? If you remember, Radhika, we went through the electromagnetic frequency workshop, right, where we were journaling our emotions every night. So knowing our emotion, reflecting on our emotions every day, is the emotional part of it. And oftentimes we will see that any kind of negative emotions, negative energy, negative feelings interfere with our day-to-day activities also. The more positive and energetic we are, the better we will be able to perform at our work, perform at home, deal with people, deal with situation. That is called our emotional ability. Okay, so one is emotional, one is mental. Existential, what is your purpose? Who do you want to help? Who do you want to serve? Who do you want to, whose life do you want to impact? And just, if we can start figuring one thing out, that it has to be beyond our family, our children, our job, our designation. When we leave, I answer this question in another way. When it comes to existential, when I don't live, the day I die, how will people remember me? They will not remember me by the amount of cars I have, the amount of money I have in my bank, the degrees that I had. And I often share the story of my mother-in-law. Right, when she passed away, we invited only 100 people. Thousands of people came into her Shraddh ceremony. Uninvited people, we did not know. That is when we realized that she has left a mark in so many people's life. What are we doing for that? So that is called, people will not ever remember her for the flats she had, the saris she had, the jewelry she had. They'll not remember her for that. They will remember her for the changes or the transformation that she had brought in somebody else's life. So if you can think something like that, beyond children, beyond job, beyond designation, beyond your bank balance, beyond the dresses, the clothes, the furnitures that we have in house, what is my purpose in life? What will give me fulfillment? Charity, yes. Now, charity can be in multiple ways. You can give money to people, right? So money is the easiest thing to do. Yeah. So I want you to think beyond charity as well. Charity, yes. Can we add a seva along with that, a service along with that? Okay. So it's not just charity, yeah, more than that, beyond that. Yeah, service is fine. Yes, service is fine. Bindu, hope that helps. Done? Yeah. And relationships, right? How many strong relationships you will build this year? 2 strong relationships that you will really invest and build that strong relationship this year. All of you done? Once done, let me exist. Imparting education, yes, yeah. Which section is it relevant to? Service. Now, if that gives you meaning and purpose in life, then that can be service, right? So existential can be that. Once done, let me know, because we are not done yet. There is one more thing that we need to put here. Whoever is done with this, the next one, now all of this you should be able to do very easily. In the sense that I know I have not done this before, but I'm confident of my abilities to do this. That should be, when you're writing these two things down, that should be the thought process. Now, in each of these areas, I want you to pick up a stretch goal, which will be a little bit of a challenge, but you will still do it. Just 3 days back, yesterday we came back from yesterday before yesterday. So I was in the company of a very, very, a woman that, was really, really inspiring. And when she was telling me about the things that she has gone through in her career, the kind of problems she has solved, the kind of risks she has taken, and where she is today, it was, I saw a very strong woman in her. Somebody who is used to solving problems, figuring out, always there is a challenge, and she's always overcoming challenges, and that gives the strength of her mind and strength of her heart as well. So today she is at a place where, you can throw any problem at her and she will solve it in her sleep. That builds the strength, the mental and the emotional strength. Health is one aspect of it, but women who have a lot of mental and emotional strength often tend to do better in health as well, because they know, Are kuch bhi dalo yaar, I'll do it. They are not stressed out, they are not anxious. They know, they have that confidence, they have the they have that, confidence in self, that no matter what it is, I'll be able to overcome. And 21-day challenge hi to hai, kar lenge yaar. What is the big deal? I can do it. Reversing thyroid, it's easy. PCOS, it's easy. That is the strength of the mind and the emotion that plays when we talk about health as well. So without mental and emotional strength, health can become a little difficult to achieve. So what I want you to now do is build that muscle of strength. And it comes only from doing it repeatedly. Muscles do not come in a day, right? Muscles come when we put repeated action in it. And hence, throughout 2025, we will put in small effort to build that muscle every day, but we are going to put in consistent effort. So what are we going to do? In each of these areas, identify one stretch goal, which will make you go a little out of your comfort zone, but you will still do it. It's not going to be easy, but you will have a lot of fulfillment in doing it. Maybe a, broken relationship with an old friend, and, go back to mend it. It's going to be difficult. He or she may not be up to it, but you want to still make it up. Yeah. So just write down in every area, what is it? Maybe last year you could not participate in any of the 21-day challenges. What will you do now to participate? What stretch goal will you take, that I will complete one 21-day challenge completely from first to end? Okay. So, Nishita, one of the ways to think of it is that people should not think of you as somebody who gave pastries, yeah, who baked beautiful pastries, but people should think of you as, because of her, my life changed. Yeah. So, if you can think about that element and just align it with your passion, that would be great. I'll play a nice music for you. Yeah. And let's complete this in the next 1 minute. One stretch goal in each of these areas, right? That is what we are working on right